Okay guys, so welcome to this brand new video about overwhelm, about feeling stressed, feeling stuck in your online coaching business. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm feeling it a little bit myself, This is more of a reflection, but for those that are new here that don't know, my name's Jay. I'm helping coaches scale and grow their online coaching business to reach 20K a month in profit and reach autonomy in their life. And the one struggle that a lot of my clients and myself included have is they go through this period of growth and they reach this period of overwhelm. And the shitty thing about overwhelm is you don't really do anything about it. Overwhelm is the inaction of action, right? It's when you've got a bunch of new information, you've got a bunch of new things on your plate, and you don't really know what to do first. This mostly happens when you consume a lot of information at once and you don't really know where to take it from there. You kind of feel like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And then you, in turn, do things that are completely unimportant to try to kind of pass time and feel like that you're being productive. And that's horrible. And the reason I'm going on a walk now and just shooting this video is because I want you guys to realize that it's okay. And there's gonna be times where you feel like this and you're gonna feel stuck. Now, the key thing is between the people that I see win, for example, one of the recent students in Creator One, Hiette, he's closing deal after deal in like the first few weeks. In the first 2 weeks, he closed like 8,000 euros in sales because he understood, okay, I'm gonna believe in myself, I'm gonna take the necessary steps, and in turn, I'm gonna get the results. And that's the simple thing, that when you get a bunch of new information, just taking things step by step and realizing that it's a process is the best thing possible. So for you guys that are running a coaching business, you might not have been, posting organic consistently for a while, and that might be your first step. It might be that you've got an audience, but you don't know how to conduct conversations in order to get them on sales calls. That might be your next step. It might be trying to stick to posting one YouTube video a week. That might be your next step. But what happens is you try to do all of those 3 things or 5 or 10 things at once. You do it for a week or 2, and then you stop because you don't see results and it's too hard. And, habits become easy once you do them for 90 days, or at least a minimum of 90 days. So when something feels hard now, if you do it for 90 days straight without fail, it'll become easy, and you'll realize that, it can be done. And that's the most important thing in Creator One that I want to, help people with, is not feeling overwhelmed. That's why in Creator One we've got a 6-phase system when you can only unlock the next phase once you went through the first phase, the second phase, and so on. Because overwhelm is a killer in business. It causes so much stress, it causes so much overthinking. And sometimes, people get a bunch of information at once and they think it just doesn't work, and they try their own thing, even though they paid for the information and they know that it works. So it's a real shit thing, overwhelm. And journaling, meditating, going for walks in the mornings, making sure you plan your next day the night before, those are all things that can mitigate this and allow you to take action in a clear, concise way. Another thing as well that is causing you with this overwhelm is all of the social media, all of the dopamine that's hitting your newsfeed. This is especially hard for people that are building their personal brands, for people that are actually creating content, because you get sucked into it so easily in your day-to-day life. You might be looking for content ideas, and next thing you know, you spent 2 hours on the toilet, looking at random shit that doesn't really help you, get further in your business. So those are a few things that is going to help you overcome overwhelm and overcome, the feeling of feeling lost. Another thing that I've kind of realized is you don't know what you don't know. And I still mention this to my clients. I still mention this to myself, because what happens a lot of the time is you are feeling stuck in your business. You're feeling stuck. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing everything that I know to possibly make this work, and it's still not working. And then you might struggle for a few weeks. You might be like, this is just worthless. I'm trying so hard. I'll still keep at it, but I'm feeling really lost right now. And then something happens. You get a new piece of information. You get a new nugget, whether that's from your mentor or something that you've seen online. Ideally from a mentor, so you got someone that actually is at where you're at, where you want to be. And then everything clicks. And then this whole new world of information opens up for yourself. And let me not go through this tunnel. And you realize, wait, like this is exactly the thing that I've been needing this whole time. For example, for me, like I've been running retargeting ads for a while. And retargeting ads is extremely important, and not a lot of people, especially in the coaching industry, look at it. They run some sort of simple profile visit ad or something along those lines and start conversations, but they've got nothing on the back end to nurture those people over time through retargeting content. And there's like a retargeting strategy that we leverage in Creator One, and that's something that I'm trying to get more into and trying to teach my clients in the best possible way. And now there's this whole new world opening for myself with it, which is retargeting for coaching businesses. And now I'm also overwhelmed in that sector as well. So there's always going to be bits of information that open up new realms of your reality that is going to cause overwhelm. And if you know that you're overwhelmed, if you know the methods to break that overwhelm and allow you to take action and have a game plan, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's reflecting and sharing it on the internet for YouTube, right? It's like hitting two birds with one stone, exactly. So that's the key thing, guys. It's like overwhelm is the biggest killer in business, the biggest killer in growing your online coaching business, because you don't have clarity. You're completely fogged by all the information that's out there. And you can't focus on the real thing that's going to move the needle forward. And most of the time, it's the thing that you've been neglecting for a long time. For example, a big one within the coaching industry is people always focus on organic content and don't realize that ads is the real growth enabler. Ads is the thing that's going to allow you to get predictable leads, going to allow you to have predictable conversations, and gonna grow your business. Of course, having a personal brand is important as well, but not nearly as much as you think, especially when you've got a good ad system. And that's the thing that everyone overlooks. So I don't want to make this too long-winded, but I just want to tell you guys that, if you have a lot of overwhelm, do those things that I mentioned. Meditate, journal, go for walks, and also write down everything that you're overwhelmed with, and just rate the things by importance, by priority. Because this morning, I looked at my to-do list, right? And I was like, okay, wait, I've got all this stuff on my to-do list. What is really important? I realized, okay, that wasn't important, that wasn't important, that wasn't important, that wasn't important. And next thing you know, I've got like 3 things on my to-do list. I'm like, shit, that's what I have to do. And this is a special, I don't know about you guys, but my to-do list packs up fairly quickly, and it's because you think you have to do all of these things. And I'll be honest, putting shit on your to-do list is almost like a dopamine hit, because you're like, okay, cool. It's almost like when you put something on your to-do list, you mentally check it off as it being done, and you're like, oh cool, I'm gonna put that on my to-do list. Oh, I'm gonna put that on my to-do list. And it's cool, but does that really help you? Is looking at this random software that I don't even know what it does for me yet, is that really gonna move the needle? No. You know what I mean? So I hope this gives you a new nugget. I might do this every Sunday or something like that. I'm gonna pop out that episode 5 of the mini series. Don't worry. I just don't want to rush it and give you guys, actually value information and stuff that you can implement right there and then. And I think we're in a really awesome chapter of Creator One right now, getting on some really awesome people. Someone that I'm really excited about might be hopping on the crew soon, and I'm looking forward to that. And guys, so keep going and don't wait for autonomy, build it.